Well, hey there, YouTube. Hope your week is off to a lovely start. It's kind of a cloudy day here in South Alabama, but I just thought I'd start the week off with sharing with you what I eat today on a mostly raw vegan diet. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, why don't you go down there and hit that subscribe button now? Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Well, we definitely got some spring this weekend. We were in the 80s both Saturday and Sunday. Like I say, it's a little cloudy, got a little rain coming today, and then some more cool weather, but more and more spring is here. There's going to be some little cool bursts, but you know, we're predominantly spring here in the very far, far south. So I'm eating a little bit different these days. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And one thing I've been doing recently is having these big, nice fruit bowls for breakfast. I kind of get in the wintertime just kind of into doing smoothies every morning or having ice cream, and it's nice to get back to eating some fresh fruit. Something else too I'll mention right now while I'm showing my fresh fruit, which in this bowl we happen to have some mango here, we have some papaya, got some standard banana, and been getting some good strawberries. In fact, I'm going to get some more of these strawberries this week. I get every so often somebody will ask me how do I pick my fruit or how do I choose when I'm at the store. It's really, there's no method for me. It's just really trial and error. You know, like when I get to a new area or when I'm shopping at a new store, I just kind of get into a groove with it. Most of the mangoes I get here, they're completely unripe when I get them, and I just have to wait on them to ripen. And usually the source that I'm buying them from, they're either good or bad. After I've gotten a couple of mangoes, I kind of know that they're either going to be good mangoes or bad. Papaya's a real crapshoot. Like, this one's okay. I've already had a couple of bites, but it's definitely nothing special. The last one was a little bit better. So yeah, there's not a whole real rhyme or reason, but I'm enjoying eating a little bit more on my breakfast instead of just drinking it or having, like I say, ice cream. So I'm going to go enjoy this, and I'll probably be back to you mid-morning, late morning with something else. It's about mid-morning now, I think 10:30, 10:45, and I felt like a big green smoothie. What do I have in here? Didn't go quite as big on the bananas this time. I'm spreading out my eating a little bit more throughout the day than such big meals at one time. So in this one, I have probably about 6 bananas or so, bunch of kale crammed in there, a little bit of blackstrap molasses for calcium and iron, 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, and finished it off with some lentil sprouts. This is pretty much my standard green smoothie. I like it, but you can make yours however you like. Just get yourself some fruit and some greens. But this is one of my staples. I've been having this smoothie for I don't know how long, and I just like it. You know, that's the one thing about all the stuff that I eat, all the stuff that I share on here, is that I really, really like it. It's not like, I know a lot of people see my green smoothie and people will comment on Instagram sometime, not mean comments, but be like, oh God, I couldn't drink that. And I'm like, literally, I love this. I love this. I'm not just like, okay, this is good for me, nutritious, holding my nose to drink it. I really love it. And that's the only way this would ever work for me, a certain way of eating, is if I actually enjoyed the food. So even though I talk a lot of times about the simplicity and how the taste isn't my main consideration, just because I say that doesn't mean that my food's not tasty. Not tasty to me anyway. Everybody's a little bit different out there. So, you know, kind of just figure it out, see what works for you. But don't get so worked up about it. I was thinking about it when I was getting ready to do this video this morning. Not all that often, but fairly regularly, I'll get like a scathing comment on an older What I Eat in a Day video where somebody's just absolutely apoplectic mad about, like, you shouldn't eat this, you're not eating right, blah, 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 blah. And it's usually either like the really super strict raw as law people, or it's the people that are not even vegan at all. And I'm always just thinking, like, okay, how can I get out of the way and just let them butt heads with each other? Because eat or don't eat, I just share what I do. I'm not invested what other people eat, and never going to claim to be an expert or doing everything perfect or just the right way, but I sure do enjoy my food throughout the day. Anyhow, going to go enjoy this, get a little bit of work done, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, got some stuff done, and I am ready for a big salad for lunch. It is about 2.5 hours later than that green smoothie. So I went big. I went very big today. I'll just kind of briefly show you this, and then I'll get you a better view of it here in just a minute. But big salad with lots and lots of stuff. Each day I make a salad, I try to put something different in there, or put something more in there. So underneath all this good stuff you see, I've got a full head of red leaf lettuce. Up here I've got some purple cabbage, some broccoli, some carrots, some beets, some cucumbers, a few black olives, and some lentil sprouts. And even though that's not the focus of this, some people are just like, all they think about is recipes. I'll show my salad sometimes and somebody will go, well, what's the recipe? And I'm like, well, it was just something I use. You know, I got 3 or 4 or 5 dressings that I generally rotate. And it was one of those. I mean, believe me, if I've got a recipe, I will share it. And if you want to know any of my recipes, just go to my channel page and search my channel page. Just put recipes. But this is just one I kind of threw together, so there's not going to be any really specific amounts, but it tastes pretty good. You might want to try it. I've got 2 oranges in here. I had a red bell pepper sitting around. I put a splash of Bragg's aminos. What else? A little smoked paprika, just a little bit of chili powder, and just a little bit of garlic powder, and blended this up. And a little bit of tahini. I put a couple of tablespoons of tahini in there. And this is really nice. But like I said, just kind of something made on the fly, because even though, like I just said, I generally cycle through 3 or 4 or 5 salad dressing recipes all the time, I get a taste for something different from time to time, and that's when I just kind of go in the kitchen and play around. More so than like getting specific recipes from other people, I always recommend people learn how to construct a dressing, learn some basics on putting a salad dressing recipe together. You'll find several things. Now, there's no dates in this, but I use dates are a big staple in a lot of my dressings, as are hemp seeds. So you can kind of learn a little bit of general stuff on how to make what taste and things go together, how to make things thicker, how to kind of balance a little bit of sweet and savory. But I'm going to go sit down and eat this, and I'm going to say this is going to definitely be at least an hour salad here. So I'll eat this, and we'll just see what I eat later this afternoon. Time to eat one more time before I call it a day. It's about 4 o'clock right now, and that's kind of generally my MO, although, you know, it's not exact. I pretty much eat between about 9 o'clock in the morning, give or take half an hour, and about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, give or take half an hour. So I guess I eat in about a 7-hour window, so that means I intermittent fast for 17 hours. It's just kind of how it happens to work out. It's not like I'm attempting to do that. I just I eat my dinner really early, and I'm just not much of a nighttime snacker. It's not like I'm trying to be disciplined or, you know, anything like that. I just don't really get hungry in the evenings. And every once in a while when I do, usually laziness prevents me from eating, because I'm like laying in bed watching Netflix. I'm like, okay, do I really feel like getting up and making food? And then do I feel like brushing my teeth after I've already brushed them? So finishing up with a nice little bowl of chocolate and ice cream. I probably got about 6 bananas in there and just a little bit of cacao. I just went a light chocolate today, and got a little workout in too since that last segment. I said it's time to start moving my body again. I hadn't worked out in about 4 months, since about back in October, when this little condition I had in my rib cage started making me stiff again. But I said, you know, I kind of need to move through that even when it's happening, but it's getting better. Decided to get back moving my body. I may work out a little bit more this afternoon, probably go for a walk before the day is over, because spring, just something about it, even though I've been dormant during the winter, makes me want to get active again. So this is what I do. I do it, you know, I pretty much just eat simply every day. I'm not perfect. I'm sure somebody can pick apart my diet. I'm sure a lot of the purists out there would be just aghast at some of the things I eat, but I feel good every day. My digestion is good. So I'm just going to kind of stick to doing what I'm doing until it doesn't work anymore. So anyhow, thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate you watching the video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. and I'll see you here again midweek. Love you guys. Peace.